We started off today's show celebrating Diwali, the festival of lights. There's so many things to be learned from different communities and cultures all over the world. And today we're talking about the wonderful and colorful South Asian cultures. So we've gathered our experts to share their thoughts on this. Deepa, I'm gonna start with you. And this is the question for everyone. What would you say we can all learn from South Asian culture and South Asian communities?
Okay, food is huge. Massive, massive, massive. Especially if you're going to somebody's house, you honor your guests by giving them food and lots of it. So typically if you go over to someone's house, the first thing is after hi, hello, it's like eat. Please go pick whatever you want. And you might refuse once or twice, and then you know at the end of it, you have to do it.
You gotta eat.
You gotta eat. And another really common thing is you send food home to people. So my mother-in-law, if I visit, she'll be like, oh, please take this for your mom. And then when my mom gets it and we eat it, she fills it with more food. Please give this to Ammi. So there's just like a transfer of food always, but that's how you honor each other.
I'm okay with all that. Yeah, I like that a lot. How about you, Rajbinder? Like, what do you think?
So I'm going to talk about fashion.
Yeah.
Because it's my thing. You know, South Asian fashion, they're often passed down, whether it's jewelry or a beautiful sari or something, it's passed down. We know that it's made with such love and craftsmanship, so it's not just easily disposable. So fast fashion really isn't something that has a place in South Asian fashion. It's honoring the beautiful fabrics, honoring the beautiful artistry behind it. So I think just generally as a lesson, wear what you love, honor the pieces that you have, rework them, you know, they should be in your life forever and then passed down to the next generation. So I think that's really a beautiful thing about it.
That is a beautiful thing, to pass down jewelry and clothing and to have clothing that stands the test of time and will last generation after generation is a beautiful thing. I hope we all get there at some point and we sort of go back to this idea of bespoke and special and wear it again and again and again, you know? That's lovely. Okay, Rizwan, you're up. What can we all learn from the South Asian communities or culture?
Absolutely. So now you're well fed. You're looking fabulous.
Yes.
So of course, naturally, I'm going to talk about money.
Okay, let's do it.
So, you know, growing up, my parents sort of instilled this, you know, you got to save, you got to save, you got to put your money away for the rainy days and for this and that. You know, anything can happen. And of course, and I did that. So even as a teenager, I always had really decent sales jobs, sales gigs, and I was, you know, saving tens of thousands of dollars as a teenager, which is a lot of money.
Tens of thousands of dollars?
Wow.
As a teen? So you weren't working at, like, fast food joints?
No, I was working at a pet store, actually, of all places. But I was commission-based, so, you know, sales, and then you go and you got to do what you got to do. But because of these values, of course, I used to spend a lot then, and I still do today, which they're not super proud of, but I managed to buy my first home at 24, which I was super proud of.
Wow.
And if it wasn't for them, you know, saying like, you know, sure, you get your paycheck, spend a little bit of it, but save a lot of it, which was nice.
Love that.
Right? So, yeah.
Yes, fiscal responsibility, financial sense, that is something that needs to be passed down for everyone in every community. So I love the sounds of that. Okay, let's get out to Tia now, who is in our audience. Tia, what would you say we can learn from South Asian cultures?
I think just the idea that nothing is wasted, so reusing and recycling. I feel like sometimes I'll walk into the kitchen as a child and I'll see the iconic blue Danish cookie tin. And I'm sure this is something that all immigrant families have you know, experienced, or children. You walk in and you expect cookies in there, but you open it up and what do you find? The sewing kit. So I think that's, you know, they were recycling, reusing before it was trendy or fashionable to do so.
One day, I just want a Danish cookie in there. I just want the Danish cookie. Like, I've never even seen them. I don't know what they look like. I don't know what they taste like. Haim, can you add to the conversation if we're talking about what we can all learn or take from South Asian communities and cultures?
Absolutely. I think hospitality is something else that we can really learn. We have a saying called Atithi Devo Bhava, which essentially means a guest is like a god in a way. So anyone who comes into our home, yes, you feed them, you know, you treat them with respect. You're pretty much showering them with everything possible. Eat this, sit here, are you comfortable? Do you want something else? Do you want some fresh air? Can I open the windows for you? You know, just they're on a pedestal and you just feel good at someone's house. And it's just treated well, and that's why socializing is also a huge part of the culture, and just treating each other nicely.
Yes, I think that is lovely. And is it ever a headache to treat everyone that walks in your door like a god? Hey, is it ever a lot? Is it a lot?
Sometimes you have to be careful because you know when you're inviting someone over, you have to be ready for that. You have to have your house ready. You have to keep everything in place, have food there. So you sometimes are like, okay, maybe not this weekend.
Good to know. Okay, I love that. Thanks, everyone. So much to learn from each